Okay, peace to the family. Peace to the family. And you know, just wanted to build with you. First of all, take a look at how we rolling. That's the first thing you need to do. First thing you need to do is take a look at how we roll. Okay? This is the Leo constellation. Okay? This is the Leo constellation. That's how we roll. In the Wraith. We're in the apparition right now. Want to have a heart-to-heart with you and tell you how important it is for you to materialize your conceptions.
Take exit 38B toward Flamingo Road East.
See, a lot of people would tell you that I'm being materialistic or I'm indulging in consumerism, and they make this thing sound like a crime. But what they gotta understand is that when we're young, we all dream dreams.
Take exit 38B.
We all have these ideas to come up on certain material things that a lot of people may feel that it's out of reach. And so what happens is, over time, when you actually embark upon the acquisition of those particular
merge onto West Flamingo
assets
Road.
Or material things, people don't see the spirituality in it. Because when I was young, I'm like, man, you know, I always wanted to get these $300,000, $400,000 cars. And many people would say, man, that's out of reach. I mean, you lucky if you get there one day. But they would talk like, you know, it just wasn't a reality. And so,
in a quarter mile, use the right 2 lanes to turn right onto South Las Vegas Boulevard.
And so I'm in a space right now where I'm like, I materialize my conceptions. I made that which couldn't be seen, because it was in my mind's eye, that which couldn't be seen in the physical world. In time, it would come to fruition. So what people see to be a car and what they deem to be materialistic goals and ambitions, they don't realize that for me, this material that you see, that you would like to make synonymous with a wicked ambition, is actually a form of spirituality.
Use the right 2 lanes to turn right onto South Las Vegas Boulevard.
That's a fact. This is actually a form of spirituality because it wasn't tangible.
In a quarter mile, sharp left to stay on South Las Vegas Boulevard.
I only seen this in my vision, you know, as a young man. Yeah, I just gotta make this. I only seen it in my vision as a young man, and then now it's the real deal. And I don't think nothing's more powerful than that. And so I'm doing this stream right now just to let you all know, no matter how much people may shun you or infer doubt when it comes to your goals and your ambitions or your dreams, just understand, so long as you can see it, so long as you can feel it, so long as you can exist in it to the point it changes your heartbeat, it can manifest. And yeah, material things is just the first stage. First, we need to see if we can materialize our conceptions as it relates to these physical products like cars and homes and all that other stuff. But once you got a hold of that and you realize you got the juice, you know how to do that, then you take it to the next level. Then you get more metaphysical in your approach. You know, then you become more refined in your ability to take things to the next level as far as the mental realm is concerned. So this is the first level. The first level's been conquered. Because like I said, you gotta either burn out your desires or your desires will burn you out.
Right.
Burn out your desires or your desires burn you out. So the only reason I want to have is so I could give. I only want to have so I can let it go. That's the fact. But I don't know how spiritual I am if I don't have it. So I know I'm not tied to it or binded to it.
Right.
I don't want to leave the planet Earth thinking that I'm incomplete in the things that I wanted. So I burned out all of these cars and everything like that. I burned it out. I'm not with it. I mean, I enjoy it. It's fun. But now I don't yearn for it like I used to when I was
Sharp
younger.
left to stay on South Las
And
Vegas Boulevard.
that's a beautiful thing for me to be able to say. That's a
In
beautiful
a quarter
thing.
mile, you will arrive at your destination.
I feel real good knowing that I can say, you know what? My world don't revolve around this stuff no more.
In 600 feet, make a U-turn at Planet Hollywood Way.
But I enjoy it though. I can tell you that. I definitely enjoy it. So like
Make
I
a
said,
U-turn at Planet Hollywood Way.
the only reason you should want to have it so you can let it go. So I'm not being materialistic. It's really a matter of materialization. Materialization. That's what it is. I'm materializing my conceptions. What appears to just be consumerism to most, or just a overwhelming aspect of someone just wanting physical things and placing certain value on it that's superficial. What you don't know, that's what it looks like on the surface. That's the surface meaning or approach that many may have based on their own reservations. But what they really don't realize, when they properly put it into context, understanding my history, understanding the knowledge that I've acquired, I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, this was in my mind. And now look at it right now. Look at it right now. I look at it and I'm like, come on, it's constellations inside the car. You don't get better than that. Look at this. It's wild, man. It's like really wild. And then on top of it, look at the beautiful woman that I got here by my side. It don't get better than that. It don't. It don't. She's so on point. Double R. That's not Rough Riders. That's Rolls Royce. You know, so I'm just really appreciative because this is the woman that put me on my path. And she told me I would do many things and do great things, and I didn't even realize that. And I'm glad that you guys are awake, up and running. You know, I just came from Mayweather's spot and just showing love, man. Just came from over there at Mayweather's spot, and the love is real. The love is definitely real. You know, I just wanted to patronize, show love, and make it happen. But you know, like I said, one of my goals that I set out to accomplish was to be that guy in a conscious community.
In 600 feet, turn right onto South Las Vegas Boulevard.
To be that guy in the conscious community that, pardon me, that at the end of the day,
Take the next right
you
onto
can say,
South
here's an
Las Vegas
example
Boulevard.
of a brother in the community where by it doesn't give the appearance, or he doesn't give the appearance, that in order to be conscious you got to be broke.
In a quarter mile, you will arrive at your destination.
I want to popularize consciousness in my own capacity. I don't want to be part of the wave where people feel like, well, you know what, in order for us to be smart, we got to have nothing but struggle conversations, talk about the struggle, be in the struggle, and in fact, talking about struggle so much put struggle into existence. That's why I don't say I'm part of the struggle. I'm part of the progression. See, just using the words a certain way and also going on linguistic fast when it suffice to make sure that you're not on the average using low frequency words and terms that incarcerate you in mind, therefore incarcerate you in meaning in the physical world. Therefore, your mind would make this life meaningless or meaningful based on the words that you use, because it projects ideas that actualize, that become reality. So it's very important that we be very selective when it comes to the words that we use. You know, there's a nomenclature for success, and in that nomenclature for success, if doesn't exist on many occasions, try never exists on all occasions in every account. You know, it's just the words that we use that set us back. The words that we use can give us the impetus to be driven to do bigger and greater things, or it could be our greatest hindrance. The words we use can be our greatest hindrance. It's the determining factor as to whether or not we believe in ourselves or not, whether or not we actually can actualize our thoughts or materialize our conceptions. But these are thoughts that I'm just feeling. You know, we out here, we cruising, we driving around, we doing the thing. Just wanted to build with you. I was feeling good about life. You know, there's many detractors But like I said, I'm living out my goals. One of my goals is just to simply motivate my people. I learned that in order to be conscious people have a responsibility to be successful. And the eyes, hearts, and minds of the people that take us serious. And the reason why that's important is so we could achieve more and greater. If all I show you or talk to you about is slavery, being raped, robbed, lynched, pillaged, and all those other things, if I talk to you about all those things, then the images in your mind is going to be reminiscent to that of when you're doing good and you're great and you're smart. You always got to be killed. You always got to be incarcerated. You always got to be tore down. Yeah, you're going to be back bitten and slandered and all that. That's true. It happens. But we also got to see the other side of the coin. That being smart has its benefits, it has its perks, and it's worth it in this lifetime.
Sure.
Okay, it's worth it in this lifetime. So I don't want to give people the impression that, you know, there's no reward for being smart other than the pat on your back for being righteous, and hopefully there's a promise of heaven in front of you. Mm-hmm. Heaven is wherever you are. It's whatever state of mind that you are in. And I'm telling you that you gotta have heaven on earth. These is facts. These are whole facts. You gotta have heaven on earth. So let no one fool you. Let nobody fool you. That's what we on. That's what we doing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's what it is. It's pulling up. This is just a few words to the wise this time of morning. Before we take a little breather and continue what we do. Okay? Words to the wise. Wise, that's all. Put this here. Put this here. What's up? That's all good. Grand Rising, peace. Peace to the family. This is that Wraith talk right here. You know what constellation that is? That's the Leo constellation. That's what that is.
It's the Leos, huh?
It's the Leo constellation. We don't play games out here. All we do is win. We've been learning how to win for quite some time right now. Thanks. That's all it is. Conscious people have a responsibility to be successful.
Facts.
That's what it is. We got a responsibility to be successful.
Respond to our ability.
That's a fact. It's a whole fact. Okay? So walk with me, talk with me, and if you're interested in the mentorship, I'll show you how to get this. I'll show you how to do this, son. You already felt it. So peace, I love y'all. You can go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com, POLIGHT45@gmail.com, brotherpoliGHT45@gmail.com. If you're interested in the mentorship program, I will coach you through and through and take this to the next level. I promise you that.
Peace, fam.
Peace to the family. It's been a long night, you know.
Morning.
Long straight into the morning.
Straight into the morning.
You know,
It was worth it.
I'm still turned up. It's time to turn it down so we could be revived in the morning. So
Charge up.
you know, keep in mind it's just real early in the morning right now. / night. Real late in the night, real early in the morning. We at that hour where we don't know whether to call it night or morning. That's what it is. But what we do know is we love you very much, and we want you all to be motivated to succeed. And just disregard the detractors that talk that talk. You better than that. Peace to the family.
Peace,
Gonna
fam.
recharge. I love you all.